Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe.
Thank you for your support on Patreon, the Rocket Dan Van Sky. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk Trustworthy News. I am El Fakador Laurie Blake. Snap the thumbs up like you're Pete Dunne, ring the bell, and give us a subscribe because it really does actually help us out. Actually, it'd be really useful if you could. Please do it. Thank you. What would also really help us out is if, I don't know, wrestling companies would tell us what's actually happening with the TV schedules. We gotta organise reviews. Oh wait, WWE are apparently announcing something tonight, so that's pretty good. That's all right then. Progress of a sort. Well, that is if the reports coming from multiple sources are to be believed that say that NXT will be moving to a slot on USA rather than the rumoured airing on FS1. Wrestling Inc. say that the show will fill the 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time slot on a Wednesday, meaning NXT will not only be doubling in length, but also going up against AEW's Wednesday night offering to Kale Supri. Now, sources say that USA got much more involved in negotiations over the last couple of weeks and that people within WWE think it is a done deal, which got Vince McMahon in trouble with Fox, who thought they were having it and told everyone they were having it. Now, this is also something that WrestleVote on Twitter corroborates, saying a lot of rumours going around concerning NXT. I'll add what I've heard. NXT is moving to USA Network on Wednesday nights, not FS1. And I've been told WWE will make the official announcement this Monday. Yeah, so that means we might get the big announcement on Raw tonight. Just imagine the McMahons come out. NXT is moving to the USA Network. Some of your favourite stars came from there. Losers like Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Tyler Britton. No, he went back to NXT. No Way Jose, Conga, Party, yeah? We'll live with you. This is a cynical move to beat those AEW guys. So just piss off. Piss off. And this is the thing, that while actual network TV time is great news for the NXT crew who have been killing it for years now, it could be bad news for the production overall because it brings it up into the view of one Vincent Kennedy McMahon. His vision is kind of based on network deals. He's a T-Rex for ratings. So you might expect him to ruin it in pretty short shrift. I don't know how he'll have the NXT guys lose to the Raw talent on their own show, but like Ian Malcolm always says, life finds a way. I don't think Vince won't be involved either, because according to Spy Master General Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, he said, one of the things is that Vince is so adamant that they don't lose in viewers, which AEW had the advantage because TNT is in so many more homes and is a higher rated station than FS1. So they would be in a disadvantage in that sense. Hence the move to the USA Network, which means that this is on the USA Network. Vince is not going to be hands off for a show on the USA Network. And that's just that's sad news. I don't know about you, but I just think it's probably best that we just put NXT to sleep now. I can't bear to see it in pain. I can't bear it. I imagine hardcore NXT fans are keeping their fingers crossed though that things like the XFL starting up again in February next year and SmackDown's move to Fox will distract Vince from tampering too heavily with the current product. I have to say I'm a bit full of nervous energy though. Someone who doesn't seem all that flustered by the announcement though is Nick Jackson of the Young Bucks, who tweeted, "Bring it on," around the time the news got out about NXT's move. So he's either not phased at all or really into early 2000s cheerleader films. One of the two. And you know what? They should be confident because their second and third set of TV tapings in Philadelphia and Boston respectively sold out in around an hour on Friday. And also, like John Hammond, they can just say, "We have a Luchasaurus," in his Irish, Scottish, whatever it is, flip-flop accent that he has. Now, the company thanked fans and said they would look to release more tickets soon once they've worked out set/camera positions. Meanwhile, over in WWE, they're still trying to work out camera positions to hide all of the empty seats. Two very different worlds there. Some of the good news for AEW doesn't stop there though, as according to Wrestling Observer, they've reached a deal with former WCW and current Major League Wrestling commentator Tony Schiavone. He appeared in a couple of videos on the road to All Out, leading many to speculate that he might be joining JR and Excalibur in the broadcast team. But not so according to MLW's founder Court Bauer, who issued a follow-up statement saying not only is Tony tied into a 2-year exclusive deal, but Unless AEW elects to reach out, Tony Schiavone cannot proceed with AEW or any other company doing anything. I was unaware of him doing the digital stuff until I read it in this week's Observer. So it kind of sounds like no Tony for you then, AEW. But maybe they trade Tony in for this tag team instead. Or should that be exchange him? Because after an amazing run with Impact in which they won the tag team championships 4 times, LAX's Santana and Ortiz have left the company. Santana took to Instagram to post a statement saying, "Last night we wrestled our final match with Impact Wrestling. Our appreciation and gratitude for every single person there who had a hand in helping us get to this point is absolutely endless. Thank you for the opportunity to show the world our passion and commitment to this business, and most of all, for the opportunity to represent our people and culture on a big stage. We are forever grateful. Hashtag Thank you, Impact." Now, while nothing is official yet, both WWE and AEW have expressed interest in signing the pair up. Now, personally, of the two choices, I would love to see them mix it up at AEW and continue the magic with the Lucha Bros they had earlier this year. Or they could go to WWE and represent their people and culture as Mexicans. Probably. Now, someone else a little keen to recapture some of the magic of the multiverse is Matt Hardy, who seemingly is tired of being Mr. Backstage producer in a suit and wants to return to the Lake of Reincarnation and be broken once more. Matt recently took to social media to ask fans if they liked the Ultimate Deletion video he did with WWE, and 95% of people said that yes, it was wonderful. Fans then asked if Matt could use the broken gimmick in WWE now that he owns it outright. He said, "I absolutely can. It's how I desire to finish my career. I'm very appreciative of the WWE and will forever be grateful to them for giving me my first break. I would love to be #broken Matt there and actually stay true to the origins of the persona and fantastical stories." So, Matt is keen to be broken within WWE, but it would be interesting to see if the company could reach a deal with him, as they generally don't really like people being names they own anymore. Like their real ones, or the ones that made them famous, because then they can just go and use those in other companies and take some of that shine from WWE with them, like to AEW. So then I guess in this deal with Matt, if he said he would see out the end of his career as Broken Matt at WWE and not go anywhere else, then they might reach an accord. Otherwise, this poll and tweet and everything about it is kind of obsolete. And Matt could just end up back on the indies as Broken Matt, or joining the Bucks of Youth over at AEW if they would give him more creative control. Now, something else that's been rendered obsolete is the news that was reported earlier this year that Eminem would participate in the WWE 2K20 game. And it's not like Fred Durst in SmackDown 2. I don't think he's going to be a playable character. I don't think he's going to be swantoning off anything. His finisher could be the Stan gun. Back at the time, Pro Wrestling Sheet's Ryan Satin heard from Eminem's then representative, who said there was a meeting between 2 unnamed parties. It then came out that Universal had been meeting with reps from 2K and had come to terms on a deal. But interestingly, once this story broke, it was the first that most within WWE and Eminem himself had actually heard about the collaboration, which led to a lot of finger pointing and he said, she said, and would the real culprit of all this please stand up? So much so, in fact, that the deal just kind of crumbled away to nothing under the sheer strain of it all. In an attempt to clean out their closets, I said, "I'm sorry, mama." 2K got back to Fightful about the whole debacle with a kind of evasive, "Soundtracks and projects are constantly in development at 2K, but an agreement has not yet been finalized with any artists for our impending slate of games." It's kind of a shame that this all fell through, really, because I would have loved Eminem in 2K20. The soundtrack would feel so empty without him. Speaking of empty without him, that's how CM Punk's chair fell after he leapt out of it during an altercation at a CFFC event over the weekend. Segway, CM Punk to standing up confirmed. Come on, Phil, just push me, go on, almost. Now, during the Cage Fighting Fury Championship 77 event in Atlantic City over the weekend, an unhappy fan reportedly came up and started hurling some abuse and getting very close to the commentary table following Danny Holmes' loss. On cameras at the event, you could see security intervening, sitting the fan back down and then trying to calm Punk, who seemed rightfully riled. He could even be heard on the mic explaining what happened. "I'm sitting here with a headset and I'm doing my job, and he did exactly what you're doing right now." He screams, "Bull," in my face. Thankfully though, things didn't escalate beyond that point, but it just goes to show that fans take this fighting thing very seriously indeed. Thankfully, wrestling fans aren't like that at all. Nothing like that. Not at all. Nothing. Thank you for watching. Head on over to Screenstalker to see Ollie and Luke discuss the casting for Adam Warlock in the MCU and a controversy around Apex Legends that Respawn have had to apologise for. Plus, we meet thy Mario Maker.
So today, will we be Mario Maker Masters or Mario Maker Morons?
Well, we follow the first hurdle because we can't get the controls to work.
That's jump.
Yeah, hold down B to run.
B.
Yeah.
No.
Well, whatever.
You're hitting Y.
It's
there.
either, mate.
You're hitting X there.
Yeah, but you
No.
want to hit B because
Because reasons.